Hello, fellow pipers. Yanis here.
Silvio here.
Welcome to the next episode of the 20-minute pipe show. So what are you smoking, Silvio?
I'm smoking a Peterson's nightcap in a 1968 downhill 120 Bruyere swan neck. What are you smoking?
And I'm smoking some of the HH All Dark Fired from McBaron in this Fawn Shine 109 shape pipe that I was gifted by my fellow pipers here at our pipe club.
Very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice.
So before starting this video, we were talking about brands and blends and how they change hands, how the ownership of the brands and blends changes the ownership through time, and how certain brands are being kept and certain, in this case, the one that you just mentioned, the downhill blends went to Scandinavian Tobacco Group without the brand, just blends, and they have rebranded them under the Peterson brand.
Yeah. I remember years ago, they were saying that the downhill blends will disappear off the market. And I remember how many people got desperate in buying these blends, and for a while on YTPC, everybody was smoking this downhill blends. But after everything was resolved by downhill blends changing hands with Peterson's, in the last year and a half, I don't even see these blends that were for a while so appreciated and so many people were making videos about them. It's like they are forgotten now just because the brand name has changed. As we know, they are still made in the same place. They just changed the brand name.
Yeah.
Did you see them? Did you see them lately being smoked by people?
I don't know when I opened when was the last time that I opened a downhill blend, but I know that I opened like 10 years old nightcap and or a bit more old nightcap, and I think I smoked also my mixture 965. But yes, but we all smoke different tobaccos at different times, and maybe only those times when we are making videos, then we are not smoking a certain blend. But it's true, you don't see them often on videos being smoked. That's true. So
Yeah,
so we were talking and trying to find the reason for that, and maybe one of the reasons was that the brand name changed. So
yes.
since the downhill brand has more than 100 years, is old for more than 100 years, maybe people got used to this brand, and just the change of the brand or the rebranding of the blends took away a little bit of that nostalgia. And I mean, let's say that nothing changed regarding blends except the brand name. So there is no true reason why not to smoke them. If you have been smoking them in the past and you like them, so maybe just the change of the brand has pushed the pipers away from those brands. And we made an example like with the cars. If somebody would drive Porsches throughout his life and or Ferraris, and then another country would or another company would buy those car companies and rebrand them, would they still be so uh, interesting for the people? So they would buy them for the same price, which is usually a high one if we are talking about the premium brands. Maybe this is the reason.
Yeah, it's a psychological one. Yeah, think about that. These people buying Ferraris, they want instant appreciation from other people, and if the name is changed, even everything it's left alone, made in the same factory by the same people, now you will have to explain your friends or everyone. No, it's the same car, just another name. So it has a big influence. Plus, yeah, even with downhill, when they changed the name to White Spot, even though nothing else changed, they are somehow seen as lesser pipes today. I saw a good example is I saw somebody selling some downhill boxes, empty boxes, and the ones that have downhill on them were 5 times more expensive than the ones with the one stupid dot, you know. And yeah, now yeah, it was a very bad move in my opinion, very very bad move. Now they are seen as downhill pipes, the good ones, and the lesser ones, since they are not called downhill but Alfred Downhill's White Spot. It's so strange that you put this name Alfred Downhill White Spot is like I know, you reduce this guy to the owner of a white dot, you know. Although this company has had a huge impact on tobaccos, on lighters, they have invented these lighters that you can use with only one hand, you know, Tall Boy and all these other lighters. So they had a big impact in the history of pipe smoking, and now you reduce it to a guy that had a white dot, the white spot. So it's always bad to change this historical brand names, in my opinion. Plus, people were scared that they will disappear entirely.
Yeah. Now, I remember you opening a pouch of Saint Bruno.
For
Yeah, no problem. But if you look closer at the pouch, you will see on the top it still says Ogdens of Liverpool.
Ogdens.
So they are. It's like Coop, and in the past it was Koolhaas and Coop bought Rattray brand or Robert McConnell brand. They were all Scottish tobacco brands, but they kept the brand name. I mean, this was the deal. Of course, they bought the brand with the recipes and rights to it to them and so on. But here with the downhill, it was the problem that downhill brand is still alive regarding some clothing and leather accessories and so on. So they are still promoting the downhill brand. And as I understand, the owner of the brand, which was the British American Tobacco before they were sold or handed over to Scandinavian Tobacco Group, there was a condition that only the blends will be transferred and not the brand name, so downhill. So this way, the STG somehow managed to rebrand it under the Peterson brand. However, I can see that a number of Peterson tobaccos, old blends from Peterson, are now slowly but surely going away. Even on bigger markets like Germany, you barely find like University Flake, Irish Flake, and Old London. Maybe one more or something like that, but that's it. And all those blends, especially those that had a little bit of aroma added, they are all more or less gone. At least,
yeah, it's the same. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's the same reason. I think they have destroyed these blends by changing drastically the brand name. It was like a status thing to buy downhill blends. Now, even though they are the same, it's one thing to have Peterson blends, and every time, like the story with the Ferrari. Now you have every time to mention it's the same. It's not called that, it's called this, but it's the same, and you have to do this for every brand. But Saint Bruno, who has Saint Bruno? McLaren?
Yeah.
Did it the right way. It's so ensuring to still have there the insignia of Ogden's. It's ensuring, it's like it's the quality, we kept the recipe, the history, it's still here. So I think they have destroyed this blends by drastically changing but there was nothing to be done there. Dunhill wants to distance themselves from smoking. So
yeah. So not to connect the tobacco and smoking with their clothing and accessories and so on. Yeah. There was another case of rebranding. While the blend and the previous brand is still alive, let's say. So Peter Heinrichs, this is a German tobacconist in the western part of Germany. Peter Heinrichs Curly Block was made by now Coop Tobacco, before Kohlhaas and Coop. And a few years ago, Coop has started to offer Curly Block under the Wessex brand. And I even wrote an email to the Peter Heinrichs asking them, look, is this blend going away? Because we know that the Wessex tobacco is not being sold in Europe. And they said, no, we are still going to have it, and so on and so forth. But 1 month later, when I checked, the product was gone from their website. And it's now being sold solely under the Wessex brand and not in Europe. So it was, this is a case of just blend changing ownership because it is really good blend, and it's being now sold under the different brand name. So now I don't know, because if this blend is still successful, I think it is, because still people do smoke very good Virginia Perique that Curly Block is, but this is another case of rebranding the blend and selling it. So what do you think?
Yeah, but I think its luck was that it was not sold in tins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is something special, it's like 275 grams big sausage of tobacco, and it's I don't know, it has really good ratings, and I think this is what kept it alive, let's say, for those. But especially since the Wessex brand has a number of high quality blends. Regarding the Peterson, as I said, now you can, at least in Germany, let's say, which is the biggest tobacco market in Europe. I don't know if many people are buying those Peterson blends, and since they discontinued a number of original Peterson blends, which is of course a move that the corporation will do, so just keep only those blends that are the most that bring the most money, and discontinue the rest. I think that people somehow sense that, and they go along with. If something goes down a little bit, they just leave it. They don't want to be connected to that, or they just move on, let's say. Except except for some pipers who really smoke them every day, and certain blends and so on.
Yeah, the market changed drastically since YouTube. Now it's more desperation buying and curiosity buying. That's why the companies are putting new blends every day, and they are small batch. So you'll buy from desperation. Oh, if I'm not buying as much as I can now, I will have a chance to buy it tomorrow, which is something I really dislike. Plus, it's curiosity. Oh, a new blend, a new blend, a new blend, a new blend. While in the past, the people who really liked nightcap, let's say, they will smoke in it all their lives and they were not curious about buying something that appears today and disappears tomorrow. Yeah. This is actually a good blend, a good all-day blend. It's smooth, smoky, sweet. It's very nice.
Well, I don't hear pipers saying that the blend is different or anything similar to that. So it means that the blend is still the same, the recipe is the same. Of course, every year they get new crops, but these are the tobacco blenders for to keep the tobacco taste at the same level, let's say. But somehow we are in this dynamic is obvious for a while now. So brands changing hands, blends changing hands, blends being discontinued, changing names, changing the themes, changing whatever. The graphics, of course, they added a lot of warnings and photos, maybe somewhere, and so on. So for me,
Yeah.
HH Old Dark Fire is still the same. Is one of my top blends. It's my, let's say, not on the wall of fame, but it's in my cupboard of fame that I have for those blends that are out of, they're being several times top in the among the top 10 tobaccos and so on. Really nice. Virginia, Burley, Kentucky. Okay. Any last words, Silvio?
No, it's just that we live in a different paradigm today, and life it's not as stable as it was, and everything moves fast. And maybe again, it's my cry that I always have in my soul to keep buying these old brand names and keep them here because they give a little bit of stability in our lives.
Yeah. And unfortunately, some of them have disappeared,
Already.
changed, and so on. So it's a part of what is going on right now. Okay, so this will be it for today. I hope we made you think about this stuff, what is going on the market and how everything changes and how certain brands that are old, that are vintage, that are still present, somehow should get a support so it will not happen same to them. So until we meet again, I wish you all a lot of pleasant smokes.
Right.